How about the new players on NBA 2K23? The players who just aren't as familiar with which dribble moves to set up, understanding how to queue up and trigger those dribble moves, and execute those moves to help them get open for a wide open shot or a wide open drive. I think sometimes we just forget about the new players on 2K. But we finna get you guys right. Y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can. Let's get with it. Firstly, I want to show you guys my dribble moves so you can equip them yourself and follow along. Roast my player if you like. I know he looks something like an 80s disco dancer. Not sure if he's finna go to the club or get on the court to play ball. We just don't know, but we'll leave that as is. We're finna go into the dribble animations and show you guys the animations that I'm using on my player. Now, I'm going through a lot of different changes on my dribble setup. Currently, I'm using the Ja Morant dribble style for a particular animation, but ideally, most players will be using the Michael Jordan dribble style to get the most out of their speed boost animation. So keep that in mind if you're new to 2K. I'm using the Tracy McGrady signature size up. Ideally, I would be using the D-Wade signature size up, and I'm also using the Chris Paul size up escape, which you could transition from a multitude of different size up escapes. A lot of people also like the Kevin Durant size up escape, and they also like the LeBron James size up escape. If you're new to 2K, you may want to transition between these to find a size up escape that's most suitable for you. I will say that the size up escape animation is one of the most important animations that you equip on your player. Another key aspect to getting you guys open out there on the court is the attack size up that you receive from the Russell Westbrook moving crossover, and I'll show you guys exactly how to activate the Russell Westbrook attack animation that gives you a speed boost toward the basket. As far as the moving behind the back goes, you should just leave it on pro and learn how to activate that moving behind the back because it is overpowered on NBA 2K23. I'm using the basic moving spin. As most of you guys know, you should be using the basic moving spin if you intend to use the spin back animation. Luka for the moving hesitation, Luka for the moving step back, Michael Jordan triple threat, and I'm using the LeBron James passing style. Now let's get into how you actually activate all of these animations, because if you don't know how you're activating them, you're never gonna know when you actually change up your animations, what you're gonna change up in your dribble combination. So we're gonna get right into it and show you guys how to activate all of these animations. Meet me at the Pro-Am. Let's get into it. We're here to learn how to activate our particular animations. Now you guys remember I had you set up the Russell Westbrook moving crossover by just holding the right trigger and hitting up on your right analog stick. You get this animation. It's like an attack size up moving toward the basket. It's an absolutely great way to split defenders. It's overpowered. If you haven't started using this, you may want to consider using it, especially if you're a taller point guard. Holding your right trigger down and pressing down on your right analog stick will get you that animation. And what you want to try to do is combine that animation, which this is the Chris Paul size up escape. And for starters, you may want to try to mix the Chris Paul size up escape with the Russell Westbrook attack size up. So I'll trigger Chris Paul by pressing right trigger and down, and then I'll trigger Russell Westbrook by pressing right trigger and up on my right analog stick. If we put those two animations in combination, you'll get this type of animation right there, which you guys already know could split defenders and give you guys more of an inside out type of game. As you mix up these animations and come in and out of the animations, you'll see how easy it is to move the defender in front of you. Pressing the right trigger down and using your Chris Paul size up escape, diagonal up to the left and diagonal up to the right will get you that type of animation. Combining them together will get you this type of animation here. And we'll take those two dribble move combinations by right trigger down, diagonal up to the left, diagonal up to the right, hit down on the pad to get that animation, then blow past them in that fashion there. Another combination that'll get you guys open, super easy combinations to queue up on your player, is holding the right trigger down, using your Chris Paul size up escape. We're gonna hit diagonal down to the right with the ball in our left hand. You'll get that animation. Now, if you combine while holding the right trigger, you combine diagonal down to the opposite ball hand, then hit the opposite side diagonally, you'll get this type of animation there. That's diagonal down to the left, diagonal down to the right. Now, when we add one more animation, we want to add like the Russell Westbrook attacking size up to the combination that we just performed. We're going to hit with the ball in our right hand. We're going to hit diagonal down to the left while holding the right trigger down. And then we're going to hit diagonal down to the right and then trigger the Russell Westbrook size up animation. Diagonal down to the left, diagonal down to the right, then trigger Russell Westbrook. Now we're going to add one more dribble animation to the 3 dribble move combination we just performed. Diagonal, the ball is in my left hand, right trigger down, diagonal down to the right, then diagonal down to the left. Then we're going to trigger the Russell Westbrook attacking size up by holding right trigger and pressing up on your right stick. And right after that, we're going to cue up the Chris Paul size up escape step back. With the ball in my right hand, diagonal down to the left, diagonal down to the right, Russell Westbrook step back, Chris Paul, easy shot. Good money. I highly recommend that you guys invest some time into learning these dribble combinations so that you can incorporate your own style of dribble with these particular animations, because they are indeed overpowered and most definitely will get you guys open. One thing I love about the Russell Westbrook in particular is that you could easily split your defenders, come to a stop, and just come back out. And it gives you a lot of ins and outs, which I really like, with a nice speed boost to take you forward. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you find this video helpful. And for all the advanced players that sat through this video, please consider dropping your animations, your best animations, in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K23 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.